I'm here with my dad, and as you can see, the temple is in the background over there. And it's a bit of a somber start to the trip, but it depends on how you look at it. Pashupatinath means Lord Shiva, and in Hinduism, he's the god of death. And over here is the Bagmati River, and on both sides, on both banks of the river, is where people cremate their relatives. It is believed that once you cremate your loved ones and you immerse the ashes in this river, they go to heaven. So that's the belief. So yeah, you can smell wood burning, and there's quite a few rituals going on. And don't want to spend too much time over here, just because it's a pretty sensitive place, but you get the vibe. Before you enter a temple, you must take off your shoes. That is okay, but it's winter time over here. Walking on stone, barefoot in the winter, it's very difficult. But it is what it is. So after you cross the cremation grounds, as well as a few other smaller temples over here, you enter the main temple over here. So cameras are not allowed inside. So after I go inside, I'll see you guys from there afterwards. Now that we're out of the temple, and it was a really nice experience. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, by the way. And I have a few questions, because it is a Shiva temple, and you do see Shiva as the main deity inside. But there's a lot of Buddhist inscriptions in there as well. And more importantly, my dad found out over here. Dad, you saw the two guys with spectacles, right? Who do you think they are?
I don't know, maybe the royal family.
Right. So, just beside Shiva, or at least near the main sanctum, there were two idols with statues. So what are they? We don't know. My dad theorizes that it might be the royal family. So the royal family is a pretty interesting topic, which I will talk about later on in the series. So for now, Dad, what's the plan?
We'll explore this area. There seems to be lots of shops here.
This is a really scenic spot, so I'm gonna film a bit over here. So behind the temple over there, yep, you can see the outline of the Himalayas. So Nepal is the land of the Himalayas. And while I'm here at Pashupatinath, which is a very, very prominent temple within the Hindu religion, there's also a lot of people from India who have come. One, due to the proximity, and two, obviously because of the Hindu connection. While my dad is buying some stuff because he wants to bring it back home, let me tell you guys something about Nepal, like some interesting stuff about Nepal. So there was a monarchy, Hindu monarchy, and I don't think the monarchy is there now. Although I did read news that they want the monarchy back, number one. Number two, it's landlocked between India and China, and it shows perfectly in the people. Like, the people look exactly like a mix. Like, if you take an Indian and a Chinese, take the mean of them, they look exactly like that. And number three, people think India has the highest percentage of Hindus in the world. Actually, no, it's Nepal. So that's 3 fun facts for you guys.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Wow, आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम से you know I speak English, okay?
English, okay.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Wow, so a lot of people in Nepal can speak English? How is
Yes.
it like?
No, somebody are speaking and somebody are Hindi, Nepali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I know English. I can speak English. Yeah.
Okay.
You tell me.
So, my man over here sells everything.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And you look very handsome in your sunglasses.
No. Okay, I'm wearing. Yeah. I
Right.
like to wear.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, tell me one difference.
Oh yes.
So, Nepal is beside India and China, in between,
Yeah,
correct?
yes.
What is the difference between Nepal and India?
Yeah, no, Nepal and India and same culture and same. I think all same, but China is so different.
China is
culture.
very different.
Yeah, different. Yeah, but near is China border near in Kathmandu, Nepal to China near, and then almost people married people in India people are relation. And
Okay.
then, relation. But Indian language, in Nepali language, I like to similar,
Right.
not very hard,
Uh-huh.
and everybody can speak. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Nepal can be described as a Hindu and a Buddhist nation simultaneously. So our first location was Pashupatinath, which is a Hindu temple, and now we're at a really famous Buddhist temple. It's also very nice because, okay, this temple is also very famous for monkeys, a lot of monkeys, which I'll get to. But you can see panoramic views of Kathmandu because we're now higher up in altitude, so you can see the city view from up here. So it's very pretty. No. அதான் இறுக்கமா பிடிச்சிட்டு What just happened here is that what just happened here is that you saw that monkey eating 2 ice creams. Yeah, those 2 ice creams were stolen from that kid. So yeah, that's why that kid is really sad. You know, nowhere else have I held my camera so tight. Not even when I think there are, you know, thieves around, because that's how sus these monkeys are. Other than that, you know, monkey thieving incident, as well as those people, not much happened here. You know, just a bunch of tourists taking photos. So now on to our third location. That was a very nice temple, very nice temple, incredibly scenic and really culturally rich. The time now is 4:45 p.m. So after a long taxi ride and during golden hour, we've now come to this temple. This temple, I mean, since most of my viewers are from Singapore, will look very different to the ones we have at home because this is done in a Himalayan North Indian style. So pretty interesting. We'll go over here. So yeah, the whole day has just been temple. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna name this video Temple Run. A lot of people from India, because it's right beside, also come to see this temple, just like we saw in Pashupatinath. So the reason why this temple is pretty famous is because that is idol of Lord Vishnu, and it's believed that you can see the water around him, right? It's believed that that rock floats on water. So that's the belief. That's why a lot of people come here, including my dad, who's pretty enthusiastic about the whole thing. Just so you know, only allowed for Hindus and Buddhists. So if you're from any Abrahamic faiths, something interesting that I've observed at all these temples is that there's so many pigeons, and obviously people like to enjoy themselves. I saw that lady over there doing TikTok or something like that. So yeah, the Nepali people really like to enjoy themselves. I think a country really reflects its people. What do I mean by that? You saw in Nigeria how crazy it was, and I've been to India before. You know, people are very outspoken, and the city seems to reflect that. It's very busy and crowded. Kathmandu is so peaceful, very quiet, and you also saw, right, it's very awkward, a bit difficult to talk to people. That's because they're just a bit insular. You know, they love peace, they like the quiet life. So that's Nepal for you. It also doesn't help when I can't speak Hindi properly. And they don't even speak Hindi over here. They speak language very similar to Hindi. So yeah, there's that communication gap as well. But you know, the people are very nice, very friendly. It's just making content is slightly difficult here, but we'll get past that. To end today's temple run, we are going back to where we started, Pashupatinath. And that's because when the sun sets along the river, which you guys saw earlier, you'll see a magnificent aarti. There'll be a lot of people over there, and it's supposed to be very grand. So let's see how it goes. As you guys saw in the video clip, that's the evening aarti, and that's why I came to Pashupatinath again. So it's a way of paying your respects to the river that was flowing. Its name is called Bagmati, and Bagmati is the Nepali version of Bhagirathi, which is another word for Ganga, which runs in India. So this is sort of like the Nepali version of Ganga, and this aarti is the Nepali version of the Varanasi aarti. And I am going to Varanasi later, so I will film that. What are my thoughts? I have so much to say right now, and I don't think I'll do a lot of justice just saying it now. Still heavy with a lot of emotions. So.